Welcome back. I hope you had a refreshing tea break. So, I'm Gauri Zoshi, the session chair for this session. So, I welcome you all. The session focuses on the theme of computational thinking in school education and societal challenges. So, we have with us, we'll start the session with Lipika Sarkar from Resource Center Meghe Group of Schools. Mrs. Lipika Sarkar brings a data driven perspective through her quantitative analysis of Bebra's Challenge 2024 results, reflecting how computational thinking is shaping school education outcomes. So, we welcome you, Lipika ma'am.
Good morning, one and all present here, all the dignitaries. And I really want to thank CTIS team, Sonia ma'am. I want to thank my RC head, Geeta ma'am, and Sabita ma'am for giving me this opportunity on talking about this topic. So I will start with the topic, which is closing the gap, computational thinking gap, which is insights from Bebra's Challenge 2024 exam, which was conducted across all the Meghe group of schools. So maybe I don't know how many of you know, but we are the pilot batch which started integrating this curriculum of CSpathshala, and we have integrated in our math and computer curriculum. Ma'am, can we? Yeah. So CSpathshala and we make a group of school. We together work. We have integrated aims to foster mindset for logical thinking, abstraction, and creativity from an early age. So we have started on the ages of CSpathshala, which we started from 2018. We conduct Bebra's challenge in our schools throughout. So I will take you through the background of what Bebra's challenge is and how do we conduct that exam. Yes. So, computational thinking, which we all know, just like numeracy and digital literacy, it's very important part nowadays, where NEP also is stressing a lot on why CT is important. When we are talking about CT, we are not talking about computer. So that's what we tell all our students that what do you call calculator in Hindi? Sanganak, right? And we call the same computer also is called Sanganak. So it's nothing but a advanced calculator. So computational thinking and computer, we usually mess around these two words with what computational thinking it. It is not coding at all. It is thinking that way, creating critical thinking among the kids is what we focus on. Ma'am, next. So I thank Bebra's Challenge for that, where they have created this age group, and based on these age group, we conduct the exams. The age group are as Aryabhat, Brahmaputra, Bhaskara, Mahavira, and Ramanujan. So as you can see, the age group, the questions are made age appropriate, and when we talk about these questions, there are three parts in it: easy, moderate, and difficult. So when we talk about the difficult question, the negative marks are more. I mean, if they answer it and they get wrong answer, the negative mark will affect. So I am focusing on those questions, C category, whether the student, they did a fluke or really it helped, whether they have actually answered it. So if we compare both the years' result, so around 270 participants who have participated in 2023, out of that 247 participated in the next year. Now some of them have moved to other classes as well. So some numbers have moved here. So we see one thing is that the numbers down are increasing. That means those who have participated earlier, they want to participate more because they know about it, what Bebra's challenge is, and we should participate. So if we compare the results, can we move, ma'am? Yes, so this is the result. So yellow showing the 2023-24 result, and the blue one is showing 2024-25 results. So as we can see, Aryabhat was 40 at 49.26. I'm just talking about the average score. I'm not going into detail about what was the percentage of abstraction, then problem solving that we will do for 2024-25. But if we compare, the percentage moved from 49 to 51 for Aryabhat, then for Brahmagupta, 43 to 51. Then from Bhaskara, 43 to 55. So they have moved to 55, as you can see, the second one. Then Ramanujan, which is 11th and 12th, there, since they have participated in 2023, they did also in 2024. And you will not believe the result of how Ramanujan behaved. I mean, how they got the marks. I mean, what is the result? Ma'am, can we move? So if we compare, this is 2023-24 analysis. Now we move to the 2024 results. So I'm talking about now the first. So we all know that CT is divided into four parts: abstraction, problem solving, algorithmic thinking, and last is pattern recognition. So if we look up on abstraction, can you all see that everybody is having this as the pain area, right? They are not able to understand big problems and decompose and solve. If we move next, pattern recognition, they are doing well. I mean, we can say yes, fine. Next, again, 80, they are doing fine. Next, problem solving. So as you can all see, Ramanujan, can you all see how they scored? So this is where we thought that we should channelize, where these students can be the teachers for primary and middle aged school students, where they could help students solve problems. So this is what we have channelized. So now I am going to move to the comparison graph. Can we move to that next one? Yes, next. This. So all of you can see that pink one. I think it's not visible clearly, but that pink one is showing the problem solving skill. Abstraction, the most challenging area, and problem solving, older students are very good at, so they can be the peer teachers. So how are we going to find the solution to all these problems which we have seen? So the problems were, ma'am, can we? So these are the solutions. First is abstraction. So we all have introduced Scratch, Blockly games for that. But for younger kids, for pre-primary students also, now we are implementing CT as Brain Gym. It was our Geeta ma'am's baby. So she is creating that for pre-primary level as well, where she is focusing more on CT at pre-primary level. Then for pattern recognition, we have digital games like Sudoku, which we are doing on in the class, and pattern-based logic. Then 80, if we talk about, then we are doing random stories, how to brush teeth, oilless cooking, where the students will make, sandwiches, follow the steps, and they would understand how to follow that. More important is differentiated practice, where we have to focus on the pain area, where exactly a particular age group is lagging, and working on only those areas. Not taking up everything and working on all the aspects, but differentiated teaching is what we need now. And teacher training and professional. So there are so many schools where new teachers are coming and they do not know what CT is and how to implement it in the class. So this is what we feel is one of the thing where we need to work upon, where we have to work on teacher training first. Later student training we will go to. Next. Yes. So evolution and integration. Now this is the topic which everybody has taken. So it's very less to talk about. Now I was of the favor that CT should go with AI. But when we are talking about AI, it's not teaching AI in the class, but how to use AI to build better question sets. Like we talk about fat power, which ma'am said yesterday, to check on fairness, transparency, privacy, safety of the kids, to make them understand what bias is. Do not make a question where Mohit's dad is a clerk in a bank and then make a question. So do not make such question because those are biased questions. So we have to teach teachers that not to frame, questions which are biased. So we have to teach everyone what bias is. We have to integrate STEM, and again Gen AI we all have to use to build, and it is on us to audit whether we are going in the right direction. So this is what my analysis is for CT in school education. Rest I think Jane, ma'am Jane, and everybody in the panel talked about it. Thank you.
ma'am, for your analytical perspective on how data is driving improvement in school education. Next, I would like to call Vamsi. Hello? Yeah. Next, we like to call upon Vamsi Krishna from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Gurukulam. Her topic is on how students can actively participate in addressing entrepreneurial challenges through computational thinking, fostering innovative and problem solving mindsets.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Vamsi Krishna, working as a teacher in AP Social Welfare Residential Schools in Andhra Pradesh. I am taking this project, it is a real life example. The role of students in new entrepreneurs problem solving by using computational thinking. Lot of challenges we have. While starting the project, I have faced a lot of challenges. First of all, I am dealing with the students from very backward families with no literacy to their parents, and the town which I am working is very interior places near Nalamala forest, and the new entrepreneur, he is our old student. Once all these challenges, how I make this project? So first of all, I want to tell what is the problem. Mr. K Venkateshwarlu is a old student, came to my school with a problem. Sir, I started a business with 5 lakhs in 26/7/2020 in Ardhavidu, Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh. We are getting so many issues with the local people. They don't have any awareness regarding ready-made dresses. I am in loss. I don't I don't want to stop. That means I want to rise the business. So any help regarding the teachers. So principals are asked me, Mr. Vamsi, you are dealing computational thinking. How computational thinking may be helpful to him? Okay, bring this person to your class. 7th class A section. I am the class teacher. I place this issue in front of my children. Okay, next slide, please. We have so many techniques in CT: identification of problems, decomposition, abstraction, algorithm thinking, and implementation, testing, and evaluation. All these are looking very good, but they don't know the meaning. 7th class A section students. I want to explain this. Literally, I gave the notes and given so many examples. They don't get any single idea. So I took one example. Okay, our issue is to rise the business of Mr. Venkateswarlu. This is our issue. So what is the necessary steps we want to take? I will ask some students. So what we will do? We got different answers, and finally one conclusion is that, sir, we will go to their shop and see what is the main drawback. Okay. And second one, decomposition. We are breaking the problems. We are into different groups, and someone are allotted to some work, and all these are going to his shop. And finally they got different notes. One student, sir, his shop is very having very low ventilation. Okay. Second one, sir, his shop has very limited space. Even though a woman cannot, 3 or 4 members cannot like to sit. Okay. So lot of issues they are placed in front of me. And third one, so we will went to some other places nearby our some towns. What is the difference between their business and this business? Finally students got some information. This is the practical thinking. I am not thinking any single subject in my class. Okay. After that we asked him, what is the major drawback you have? He told me that, sir, only in the festivals only I got business, In the remaining other time, I don't have any business. Okay. Students asked him, Anna, do you have any WhatsApp group? He said, no. Then how can you communicate the same thing to the parents, or how can you say in my shop we have new dresses are there and new models are there? Okay. And we asked him to create an WhatsApp group, and we asked him to give the models, we asked him to increase the number of advertisements. So finally, one thing I am very tell, this is nothing but the real examples of collaborative learning. There is no Vamsi Krishna, there is no principal, there is no one. All things are done by the students. Old student is the new entrepreneur, and I am the just only I am the spectator only. And so many observations. He lacks advertisement to promote his business. Low ventilation issues. That means he do not follow the new trends and new model dresses. He needs to attend the successful entrepreneurs nearby Kambam, Markapuram villages. He needs to create WhatsApp groups. All these points were written by the students only. He should reach the customers before online and offline. He is only available only offline between morning 8 to evening 8. There is no online. He don't know. And students, that means what? They suggested him to bring new varieties of cloths. What means already in social welfare schools, he thought that students are very poor people. How can they? Only in birthdays time only they got. But even the birthday day also they need good varieties of clothes. Okay, students wants to apply their learning concept to any problem. This purpose. Not only it is not only for ready-made business. Next slide. It is can be applied to any sort of business. So in Indian students learning is nothing but we are giving the student instruction to do any job oriented only. But my thinking is I want to promote every children is to be a new entrepreneur, not like a job holder. He should give a job to some other one. So the impact, the major impact, what is the major impact? That means I just so I am not giving 100% confidence to everyone. I am not just I involved them into CT. I involved them into CT. So 80% of confidence are increased, and they are very interested. CT class is there, sir, we will come, sir, we will come. Just in the previous classes, CT means what? Teachers are giving so many lectures, so many topics which they do not understand. So finally their participation was increased and collaboration also increased. And next one, parents feedback also. Sir, what is CT? In our village only nearly 1000 people or 1200 people only there. And next one. So finally, it is a real life example. So many conclusions and so many different types of answers getting from the. So little bit creativity also increased. Next one. And he is Mr. Venki. He is Mr. Venki, and a lot of the things were captured in his shop. So finally, I want to conclude that CT is not only for a subject for marks. It should be applicable, or it should be applicable to real life. Then only it will be fruitful. Then only it will give fruitful results. Otherwise, it becomes only subject. Okay, thank you. Any questions regarding
Any
to this project?
questions? Okay, thank you. So we saw how Sir faced the problems, difficulties in imbibing the entrepreneurial skills, but later he overcame this with the help of computational thinking and also helped the students to become the change makers. So thank you, Sir. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Next, I would like to call upon Chaitanya Lakshmi from B.R. Ambedkar Gurukulam. He will be presenting on a project on an automated patient monitoring system showcasing, okay, she will be presenting on the project on automated patient monitoring system showcasing how computational thinking can support effective solutions to societal healthcare challenges. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, K.S. Chaitanya Lakshmi, working as TGT Mass in Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Gurukulam, Puttur, Tirupati District, Andhra Pradesh. My project is an automated patient monitoring system. There are 6 students involved in this project from 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. Next slide, ma'am. Problem of this project is in healthcare facilities, continuous monitoring of patient vital signs is crucial. Timely detection of abnormalities like temperature monitoring and irregular heartbeats is essential for prompt medical intervention. However, constant manual monitoring is resource intensive and prone to human errors. Next slide. The aim of this project is to create a reliable and cost-effective patient monitoring system that integrates GSM technology for alert notifications, heartbeat sensing, and temperature monitoring. The system will consist of sensors for monitoring heartbeat and temperature, an Arduino microcontroller for data processing, a GSM module for sending SMS alerts, and display for real-time monitoring of patient vitals. Here, the Arduino will collect the data from the sensors, process it, and trigger SMS alerts to predefined contacts if any abnormal readings are detected. The system will also display the current vital signs on the LCD display for local monitoring. The advantages. It's a real-time monitoring system. It continuously monitors the vital signs of the patients. It's a remote alerts. It sends in immediate SMS notifications to healthcare centers and provides uh, notifications to caregivers. It's a cost-effective and user-friendly. The applications of this project is an automated patient monitoring system can be used in home healthcare, monitoring patient at home, especially elderly or chronically ill individuals in hospitals, clinics, and remote areas for emergency services for early detection and alerting in emergency situations. CT skills, next. CT skills used in this project are decomposition and algorithmic thinking. In decomposition, the problem was broken into parts. First, measure vital signs. Second, collect and process sensor data. Thirdly, transmit data via GSM to alert caregivers. In algorithmic thinking, we know that it is a step-by-step process. Here, read the data from sensors first. Check if the values are normal. If the values are abnormal, send alert via GSM, else continue monitoring of patient vital signs. Challenges faced in this project are student faced difficulty in assembling sensors, microcontroller, GSM module and power supply. Delay or loss of SMS due to poor signal strength. This project is not directly connected to the school syllabus or day-to-day life experiences. So students learn new terminologies and purposes of the tool through this project. Impact of this project. CT helps in developing new thoughts and ideas, problem solving skills, critical thinking skills, analytical thinking skills among the children. Understanding of healthcare technology helps the students to learn automation, how the automation and monitoring can save lives in the real hospitals. Students gains hands-on experience with the sensors and microcontrollers. It also helps in developing presentation and communication skills also by explaining their model to the class and help improve their ability to articulate ideas clearly. The learnings from this project can be connected with the concepts of physics and biology. Thank you for giving this great opportunity. Thank you.
Any questions for her?
You have used microcontroller or Arduino. So which programming language you have used in that?
Programming, it is a Atal Tinkering
But
Lab.
which programming you used to give commands from the controller to other sensors? What you have used?
Scratch,
What?
sir.
Scratch is okay. Okay, okay, understood.
Any other questions? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, now we call upon Mr. Rohan Aron from National Children's Academy, Vadgaon, Sheri. Sir will be presenting on integrating computational thinking in civics education, focusing on how it enhances students' understanding of fundamental rights under Indian Constitution. Welcome, sir.
Namaskar and a very good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Uh, I come from Vadgaon Sheri. I used to teach in Vadgaon Sheri 2022 to 2024. Uh, so I used to teach English, social science, and also maths to grade 5, 6, 7, and also 8 to maths. Uh, the Constitution is something which is very close to every citizen's heart. And very beautifully, the State Board of Maharashtra has ensured that grade 7 civics is completely focused on our constitution. So, how my specific study is related to how we can implement computational thinking concepts like decomposition, breaking down these difficult legal concepts of fundamental rights, fundamental duties, state directive principles of state policy in students. So, the two curricular outcomes were how do we explain fundamental rights with suitable examples, and also how can the knowledge of these fundamental rights be applied by our students who are also citizens of this country. Not that they have to be 18 years of age to exercise their fundamental rights. Keeping that in mind, as a teacher, I had to plan, break down how these outcomes can be aligned with the curriculum. And next, please. We had small case studies. We also took legal cases which were very relevant to Maharashtra, specifically two. One, under the right to liberty, very beautifully courts have also said that under one fundamental right there might be many other rights. So under the right to liberty and life, you might have right to living in a beautiful environment, in a nourishing environment. And in 1975, the Maharashtra state government implemented an act, a legislation with respect to protection of trees. But until 2009, there was no implementation of that act through rules. So we also went through specific judgments which came from the Mumbai High Court as well as the Supreme High Court. The Supreme Court of India. The skills which we also consciously implemented were that, okay, in our constitution, these are the kinds of rights. Can we recognize patterns within our neighboring countries and also other countries from which we have adopted these rights? We have two countries just on the east and the west, where their constitution is a religious constitution. However, there is also similarities between the fundamental rights that those citizens get. So helping students to identify those, abstraction, as a teacher, I had to use abstraction because there's a lot of content, there's heavy curriculum. But at grade 7, how do I ensure that my students don't find it heavy? Or even if it is heavy, how do I contextualize it for them? So abstraction for me also was important before I uh, passed it on to my students. Next slide, please. These were specific judgments. Now these go into 20 to 30 pages. A few judgments go more than that. So I had to abstract paragraphs from those to make connections to what we are learning. So over there, very conscious use of saying that I want to focus on this, otherwise it will become too heavy for the students. So as a teacher, planning accordingly is what was implemented. Next slide, please. Also, Pune city is happens to be the center of 5 other districts. Now, Pune division is made up of Satara, Sangli, Kolhapur, Solapur, and Pune itself. So we in Pune have several government offices. I mean, the headquarters of several government offices is situated in Pune. So we ensured that, okay, if I'm teaching students the freedom of speech, under freedom of speech, you also have the right to information. I don't need to be 18 years to file an RTI application. So we had the opportunity to meet the Deputy Secretary of the State Information Commission of Pune bench, wherein she shared how students also can use the RTI to their benefit. We also had mock parliaments, the divisional commissioner's office over there, because again, what I felt is if we have it in Pune, why not leverage that? Leverage being in Pune. Next slide, please. Challenges now, civics as a subject is allotted very less time. But in grade 7, you also have Shivaji Raje, a whole curriculum on Shivaji Maharaj's history. So how did his concept of Swarajya also espouse fundamental rights in those times, although it was not written in a constitution format? So to overcome those time constraints, I tried to integrate those aspects of history to civics so that this is overcome. Also, another challenge was we have different levels of students with us. So how do we ensure there's differentiation in our approach and also the process? So sharing videos in Hindi, Marathi was one way of process differentiation for me. That was also a challenge which I faced. Next slide. Thank you very much. Visible impact, I want to share two. One of my student, now I had 42 students, but one student went ahead, said that there's a lot of problem of garbage collection in our society, in the whole area of Vadgaon Sheri. So how do we resolve it? The student first had it in mind that, okay, first I will file an RTI application to know what the existing standard operating procedure of the Municipal Corporation of Pune is. Before I even go and complain, let me first know what their SOP is and then compare it to what data I'm collecting on ground. So the child is still working on it, and they are going to collectively approach the local ward office of Pune Municipal Corporation. A student's brother, a student who knew about this, shared with his brother that you're having problems in getting your scholarship application. Why don't you file an RTI on the action taken till now? So that's something which was very unusual for me. That is unintended impact on someone else because of what we're doing in class. And that just emboldened my belief that if we really do very passionately do things for our students, probably that impact might come out in different ways. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, may I address.
I think, yeah, firstly, the work I think that you have done is kind of really interesting. One thing that how easy, because you mentioned that you have worked with students from grade 7, grade 8, how easy was for students to kind of comprehend legal judgments or something like so? Yeah.
Absolutely. So very consciously, I had to choose which judgments I'm going to choose. So again, I had to use abstraction over there and then break it down for them. Although it was an English medium school, I used that autonomy as a teacher to communicate in Hindi and Marathi with our students, break it down for them. And that is why I did not share the whole judgment with them. I shared paragraphs of the judgments with them and discussed in class. And then it also went to debates, many debates, religious debates also, for which one of the parents came and told me, you might go to jail. But then I had the support of the principal who said that academic institutions are the places where such discussions need to happen so long as they are respectful. So it was difficult. There are many words like these legal jargons. So I made it very simple for them. Instead of saying ki qua this order, as per this order. These judges, I'm sorry, judges use such language which the common person does not understand, which I agree to. So that's why I think there the teacher mindset and belief of really planning before entering your class is very important. So that's how I approached it. Thank you very much for that question.
Hello.
Namaskar.
Your presentation was nice. See, on the same ground, we also want to do some project like this. But I just want to know the procedure. What is the procedure if I want to find the data? I want to collect the data from the government bodies.
Got
So,
it.
what is the procedure for right to education? Right to information is it's a thing which we can go with. But what is the procedure for that?
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for that question, ma'am. One, you have RTI portals, online portals for many of the local bodies as well as state departments. Procedure, if you want to file it offline, a 10 rupee in Maharashtra, 10 rupee court fee stamp or a 10 rupee money order addressed to the public information officer of that particular department and writing whatever information you want. Over there also there are many complications. Many complications if we do not specifically ask for something and it is something very sensitive, they might deny. They might deny by saying you're asking too vague information. You're asking vistrut mahiti तुम्ही विचारतायत. Vistrut mahiti is lots of information you're asking, so we don't know what to give you. So very simple application, 1 to 3 points of whatever you want. And also the Right to Information Act in section 4 says that without me even filing an application, you must be publishing information on the website sumo motu, as much as information is provided. So that is something which I personally as a citizen am pushing our my own municipal corporations. Very recently on 22nd July, we had the same student, the scholarship application student, had a hearing, first appeal hearing. That is after I ask for information, if I do not get information or if I get unsatisfactory information, I go and file the first appeal. Over there, our contention was information which we have asked has been received, but this is information which should ideally be available online. Therefore, I must not resort to the use of RTI for this. First appellate authority was gracious enough to accept, and he said, we will talk with our IT department and ensure this gets done. So I think this is a grassroots movement where every citizen in their own local area is going about it and doing it. So the Right to Information Act says that the public information officer should assist the citizens. They do not. It is clearly mentioned, जर मी निरक्षर असेल, if I do not know how to read and write, he will write the application or she will write the application. That is not done. So I think lot of pushing through letters, through speaking about it would get this done. And many of my own school is in violation of many disclosure norms. So I had to reach out to them also. I know I'm saying this on record, but this is the fact. Even Pune Municipal Corporation schools do not put the name of the public information officer in first appellate authority. When the government says the darshani bhagat tumi lava, put it in a conspicuous part of your office, they don't. So I think we'll have to read again. It needs to come from the whole civil society. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Rohan, for that compelling insight into the role of computational thinking in civics education. I would like to invite all the presenters to take the certificates. Please be on the stage, sir.
Rohan Aaron. Lipika. Just give it to us. Okay.
Lipika, J. Vasmi, Vamsi, K. S. Chaitanya,
Thank you, Gauri. Thank you very much.